What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. So this is War number 6, season number 35. We have Ghost, Wasp, and also Thing. And I think we also have a boss and a mini boss, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. So first up we got a Dragon Man. So I decided to take this fight with Ghost, even though I could take it with Thing. So this fight, not too hard. Just be very careful. Waiting for him to use L2. He finally uses it. Fine, does 5% on block. I parry to get that out of the way. Go for an L2 right here. I have Passive Fury. Down to 20%. He goes for his L1. I decide to not block the L1 right there. I block right here. I race up to the L2. I use the L2 right here. I got bled on, but it does not matter. Fight's over. Next up, we have a Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative is not a hard fight, really, on this path. Am I gonna pop a booster? No, I am not. And don't worry, you guys. I'm gonna try to do another Flash Party video relatively soon. It's just that because I already recorded these Alliance War fights, it's much easier to get them out there, much faster to get them out there. With my schedule now, because my schedule now is all over the place than before. So, but I do see the numbers coming from Ghost. But I do see how many people are liking the Flash Party videos more than the MCOC one. So I won't stop uploading them, but I also won't stop. But I will be doing it at a a decent pace. This is still kind of mainly an MCOC channel, but if it comes down to it, I can switch the tides a little bit to Flash Party and not really a whole bunch of MCOC, or try to manage both. I want to do as much as I possibly can because let's be realistic, we're not ready yet for a second channel. But Void is now done. Next up, I think we have a Sorcerer Supreme. Yes, we do. So in this fight, I decide to use Thing. And you already know I have a torch, but Thing, because I brought in Thing this war because we have a Magneto on path 9, so But I popped the Invul Boost just in case if she decides to be passive to go to L3. Oh, that just instantly went away because my input dropped. So I was like, okay, let's just hope that she does not use an L3. Let me say this right now, those compensation packages, we better get another one. Because these dropped inputs are still here. So because of the immunity to nullify, Things unblock Things buff, the unblockable buff that you see in purple in the top left corner does not go away. Ergo, he cannot nullify it because he is nullify immune. So Thing is still a really good Mystic killer. Hands down, still I would have to say probably top 3 best Mystic killers. Because he gets the job done. Like, his ramp is slow, and yes, he's better with synergies. But even without synergies, this man gets the job done when it comes to killing Mystic champions. Honestly. His block proficiency could be a little bit higher, but it kind of makes up for it for the protection. But yet again, I wish the protection had a better cooldown rate. But at the same time, he does tank SP3s with protection if I time it right. So Thing has a lot of pros, he has a lot of cons, but I still love this champion. 4, she goes for the L2. 8 is down to 14% now, and just the numbers, you just see it. Like, the numbers are hitting 1K for base and mediums. It's insane. But things soloed this fight. It was a simple fight. Next up, we have another set on path 9. We have a Magneto fight, and we also have a Mortal Abomination fight. So, Limber has a shift, so it has Shock and Bleed. I was like, not Ghost, but Thing. So, this AI was being very defensive that later on in the fight, because my plan was to catch him when his hands go down. That way I'm able to build up rock stacks, but yet again, but also take this fight very slowly. But this AI was being so defensive. Later on in the fight, you're gonna see it. I was basically like, screw it. I don't care anymore. Because I do not want, because the main goal in this fight, I just don't want, right there I could have easily nullified his unstoppable. But because of Limber, I didn't want to be super aggressive, right? But I was like, screw it, I'm gonna be aggressive because this AI has been way too passive. And it's not right now, but you're gonna see, because I'm catching the intercepts, I got the stagger, I nullify his unstoppable. So right now everything's going well. I dex the L2, like Magneto's and L2s, guys, like it's insane. But we do the full 5-hit combo right here. I try to intercept, but couldn't. And I get intercepted with the light attack. So I was like, okay, yeah, time for me to actually try. I intercept right there. I dex his L2. Like, I'm in full focus mode because you never try to dex an L2 from that far. I heavy attack right here. My protection is up. We block that because of the protection. I activate L2 right here. I catch him with the get up, intercept. Fight's over. 1% HP. 1. I was like, I am not dying to a passive AI. No shot. I was looking at that fight to check to see if I was able to do it, and I was like, I'm not taking Cersei. I'm not taking Cersei. Only because, like, I could try to do it with Thing, but it is going to be a long fight. So I was like, I'm not taking Cersei. But next I'll be having a Mortal Abomination. A Mortal Abomination is very easy for Ghost. This is a very easy fight. Like, just look at the numbers. 25k medium. Look at the base numbers now because of the theories. It's insane. That fight was just that was just a laugh. That was just like a taste to what may come later. But we do have a mini boss, 1 mini boss or 2 mini bosses plus the final boss. Oh wait, no, we do have 2 mini bosses. We have Sauron and we also have Doom. So we have 3 fights on Boss Island. We have the mini boss, we have 2 mini bosses and the main boss. So we got Sauron here. Not a hard fight. Not a hard fight with Ghost at all. So we're just doing a regular Ghost combo thing. Got us unblockable ready. Does not matter with Ghost. Activate the L2. He's down to 55. And he's being very defensive here. I get caught with a parry right there. I was like, what? And I was like, oh, okay, I must have dashed back way too far. So I was like, okay. Let's see if we can do this again. We activate the L2 here. I get clipped and I get degen. But at the same time, I did finish off the fight. So it was it was something. But now I'm looking through the loyalty store to try to get some health potions for the next fight. Technically, I was not supposed to get the Penny Parker fight. I actually asked to get the Penny Parker fight. Reason being, I'm actually very comfortable fighting Penny Parker, but with who, you may ask? Well, I'm going to be using Ghost for the Penny Parker fight. Because it's an easy fight, in my own personal opinion. But now we have a Doom, and just looking at this fight, it's gonna be something. So this Doom decides to be passive right off the back. I'm like, okay, so I may die in this fight. Because passive AIs against Ghost, it's not the best. It is really not the best. And he's just being super defensive. I'm like, what am I supposed to do here as Ghost? Like, he's just playing this super defensively. Like, I understand it's special 2 bias, but you can at least, like, do something. But I try to dex it in the fight. The mini boss kills me. I was like, alright, I know it's special 2 bias, but you don't have to be defensive. Like, this is the one thing I hate about MCOC. When the AI is defensive, it's very rare that they would switch up their playstyle to do an aggressive playstyle. So this AI is a little bit more aggressive than the AI that we had before. And hopefully, for the rest of the war, we could keep that type of AI. Because I don't like defensive AIs. I really and truly don't. Defensive AIs suck. Anyway, go for an L2 right here. He's going to use his L2. I dex it perfectly. And he's being a little bit defensive, but he uses the L1. I was like, why didn't I not get this AI? Like, legit. But he uses his L2 again. I get a shock on me again, which is fine. I time it with the aura so that he does not resist it. And the fight's over. That's how the fight should have went. But now, we got Penny Parker to fight. And I was feeling confident in this fight because I know how to fight Penny. Penny is not a hard fight for me at all. So I boost up heavy because, you know, even though she's not a hard fight for me, she's still a very tricky defender. So I still have to boost up at least to some degree so I have a good chance of winning, because this is a 6-star rank 3. I'm pretty sure. I'm just checking to see what. Yeah, 6-star rank 3. I boost up heavy. So this is a 6-star rank 3 Penny Parker. So I need to boost up at least decently. So here's my plan. That purple shield, as you see going down in the top right hand corner, that's what I need to get to 0. For anybody who's just watching this video and doesn't really play MCOC, that's what I need to get down to 0. If I don't get that down to 0, every single time I intercept, she's going to auto block, power drain me, and also deal energy damage. We don't want that because she's a 6-star rank 3. I'm a 5-star rank 5. That's not going to be looking good for health. So we bring her down to no shields. So now we're able to go in. Next up, we want her to just only use L1 because L2 is almost literally impossible to dodge. So we only want her to use L1s. As long as she does that, and as long as we manage that shield, we are going to be having a good time. So, just like I said before, we are going to hit that block. We're going to keep on hitting it. We're going to keep on hitting it. As you can see, the numbers is going down. 15, and I phase because and this is what I'm going to start doing often, is because when she hits 15 or above, she's going to start getting it getting a debuff on me, which is a power drain debuff. But as you can see right now, she parried me, so I was like, okay, let's shift this up. So here's what I start doing. I'm gonna just go for it in a medium, because at this point in time, that's what we need to do. I'm gonna start going for a medium attack and then just back off, because the shield won't just activate for one hit. It would need to activate for multiple hits. So I just hit her once, back off. I'm still doing the regular, and you're gonna see it right now. Go in, back off. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. That's what I started doing because yeah, I've been seeing it actually works. So she goes for a heavy attack. She goes for an L1, which is fine. I go in, use the L2. 58%. And she walks up slowly to me and immediately does a light. I was like, are you kidding me? But it's fine. We activate the L2. The auto block did not prop, fortunately. I go in, back off. Now I'm just hitting into her block. And as you can see, I'm managing this fight very, very well. A few mishaps, as you can see right there, I tried to go in for a medium attack, but she auto blocked, which caused a lot of energy damage, which is fine though. That was generally fine because look at the health difference between us. It is still going to be a difficult fight and it's still going to be a hard fight, but we have a lot more health. So I'm waiting for her to dash in. She dashes in. She activates the L2 or the L1. I go in for a little combo. Activate the L2. 21%. She activates her L1, which is fine. I go in, back off. And as you can see, I'm managing this fight very, very well. I get a few block hits, and I do, my invul boost goes away. And also, yes, she does walk up to me a little bit passively and does nothing. But at the same time, I'm managing this fight as properly as it should be. Now, this is what ticks me off when I have to do that all again because the shield was on 1. I was like, dude, are you kidding me? But next, we wait for the L1. Oh, no, we don't. We use the L2. She uses her L1. As you can see, the timer went down to 50. We're in the 50s now. Like, we're down to seconds right now. This is how long the fight has been. She has been, at that time, she was being a little bit too aggressive, so I couldn't really punish. But as you can see, it's dropped down to timer counts. 30 seconds left. And I'm not paying attention to the timer at all. I'm not paying attention. I'm solely focused on the fight. Because if I don't get the solo, that's fine. That's generally fine. But I activate the L2 right here. 17 seconds left and the fight is now over. It had to deal with a time base. That was one of the longest boss fights I have had, but it was a very fun one, which shows that I'm good at fighting Penny Parker even without the right counter, because I do have Venom at rank 5, and I do have Venom Pool, which I need to rank up. But we did end up winning the war. Very, very happy for that. This is war number 6. I have war number 7. I need to record war number 7. And I need to record war number 8 because we were just finishing up war number 8. And let me just tell you, war number 8, kind of actually love war number 8, kind of. But please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I will be back at the next video.